Hello everyone. We're gonna see in this video 3 tools that you can use during your online presentations to your teammates or your students or during a training. We're gonna start with the Jamboard application that we have on Google. Then I'm gonna show you how you can create a Kahoot and finally a trivia game. First of all, sign in to your Google account and go to the Google Apps button. Then you have to choose Jamboard application. Add a sheet and it will take you to this page right here. I personally like to use sticky notes at first. You can write anything. It could be a general question or one related to the theme. Don't forget to click save after you're done with each sticky note. You'll also have the ability to change their sizes and move them around your sheet. You can also add a text box if you prefer, or the answers could also be written on sticky notes as well. Some might like to get creative and use a virtual pen, but if they don't like the end result, they can always erase it. During the presentation, you can also use the laser. In case you need to, you have the possibility to add shapes and duplicate them if needed. You can also switch to another sheet to add a picture and separate the content of your board. Now to share it with participants, you can either add their email address and they'll receive the link by mail, or you can get the link yourself and send it to them directly. Be careful to allow them to edit the board in order to make it more interactive. Let's start with the pros and cons of Jamboard. First of all, it allows the participants to brainstorm and prepare before the session. Their answers are anonymous, and also they can present the subject clearly because of the colors and sticky notes. On another hand, only people who have Gmail accounts can create Jamboards, and it's hard to follow up with the participants to know if they answered the questions or not. The ideal use of this tool is before the presentation, and its level of complexity is medium. After signing in to your account, click on the Create Kahoot button. Start by writing your questions, followed by multiple possibilities of answers. One or more can be correct. Select the correct answer and then manage the time of the questions, the points earned, and the answer options in the right column of the screen. You can also add a picture if you'd like. After that, add a new question, and you can change its type to true or false. Once finished, click on the Done button on the top right corner of the screen. To share it with participants, click on Play, then Host. You receive a game pin that the participants will put on their Kahoot page that they will open from the web. You can start playing now. The pros and cons of Kahoot are the following. It's an interactive way to engage the participants and to make sure they understand the main ideas. It's also very competitive and fun, so it catches their attention, and they don't need to have an account or sign in to play the game. By the end of the game, we can only see who are the top 3. We don't have access to the entire ranking. Also, the questions don't appear on the participant's phone, only on the shared screen, and the participants should be old enough to have phones. The ideal use of this tool is during the presentation, and its level of complexity is easy to medium. Sign in or create an account on triviamaker.com. Click on Create Game and choose the style you want. I personally use the grid. Name your game and describe it if needed. Scroll down the screen and click on Content, where you can add categories and the number of questions. You can rename each category. Start by writing the questions and the answers. Once you fill the whole grid, you'll find it in My Games in the column on the left of the screen. Press play, then basic, of course, while sharing your screen with participants. Here you'll have to divide them into 2 teams orally and choose each time a person from one team to answer. If they answer correctly, they'll get the points. If they don't, they lose them. Also use the sound effects on the top right corner of the screen. After finishing the game, you can always go back to it and edit it as you see fit. The pros and cons of the trivia game are the following. You can cover up to 16 questions. It's competitive and fun, so it attracts the attention of the participants. You can ask questions like multiple choice, or true or false, or even a simple question. Members might get confused when it comes to dividing them into teams. If the questions outnumber the participants, not everyone will be able to participate. Also, you have to choose the one who's gonna answer, so it puts the person under pressure. The ideal use of this tool is by the end of the presentation. You might also need a little practice and a little time to know how to manipulate the trivia game, so I suggest you try it before starting your presentation. I hope this video met your expectations, and I strongly suggest that you use these interactive tools in your future online presentations.